Hello everyone, today I will tell you and show you all about my morning routine. So first thing in the morning, it is here I think around 8 AM, is of course to take the dogs out for a walk and I'll check up on the horses straight away. Chasey, Honey, Gentle, Beertje. And Antares. He might look a little bit grumpy, but it always gets a lot better after a few seconds. Macho. Okay, some playing with the dogs because they're all happy that they can go out. As you can see, the weather isn't great. Autumn is really coming here. Okay, so it's time to make the feed for the horses. Maybe you have already seen a little bit in my nighttime routine that I posted a while ago. So first thing they get is their vitamins, minerals. So Andorra gets a special one for senior horses because she is 26. Then the natural one that is for everyone else because they are not like very young or very old. So most of them get 2 scoops. I kind of enjoy this process because it's just like making the right food for everyone, and I think it's just very nice to do. Quite relaxing as well. So this is the Bierhaven from Agrops. This is for a nice coat and some extras, and they all get this as well. So how I usually kind of order the buckets, it's kind of in the way of the stables. In my other video I heard some people say, how could you remember from who the bucket is? Because I could work with colors, and I actually thought that was quite a good idea. But I do it every day, so I kind of know which bucket is for who. So these 2 are for the small ponies because of course they shouldn't get too much, and that is also what their feed is about. So then they get all some of the senior food, so that is that they all get the right and enough nutrients, and also to make sure they stay on the right weight. And then some of the havenwiese from Agrops, and that is mostly for Antares and Chase because they are younger and work a bit more, and Andorra gets just a little bit. So as you can see, it looks all very healthy and very nice. I really like this food, and it's all just very natural and nothing crazy is in it, and the horses also truly like it. Okay, so they all have the vitamins and minerals, and they all got their own feed ready. Lately what I do now with Andorra's food is something that I don't have to do, but I can do, is to make it wet, just to make it as easy as possible for her to be able to eat it and really digest all the feed. Okay, so then Beertje gets his food. And then last, the other 2 boys. Macho is standing on his pedestal in the stable. They're all enjoying their meals, the breakfast. And then I have to wait for a second till they finish the breakfast, and then after that I will go outside again and I will put them out, and in the meantime I will feed the dogs. Okay, so they all finished their feed, including the dogs, so they can come out again as well. So first thing I need to do is to put Antares' rain rug on, because it's quite a rainy day, and all the big horses get a rain rug. The small ponies actually have quite a winter coat already, so they don't really need a rug. No, look at his face. So then it's time to put them out. I first take Beer, Antares and Macho, just because they used to be all together in a herd. Now I have them a little bit separate, but I will still take them together. Always, of course, make sure when you walk 3 horses to be safe. I do this every day with them, so they really know it. And I know the horses very well, of course. Even though Macho usually wants to play in the beginning and Antares is always a little bit more dominant, but they all do very well together. The 3 musketeers. I'm very happy that they all get to hang out together and have some fun. So normally these 3 horses are together, but lately because we had some more grass and the big horses can always use it, I put Antares in this field and the other 2 are going into the field where isn't that much grass, because if they get too much they will just gain a lot of weight and it will be very unhealthy for them. Okay, it's always fun to have a little bit of a sprint in the morning with them to get them all active. But as you see, they would like to eat. So they are for now in the backfield, but normally I always have them in groups. So then it's, for example, Antares, Macho and Bear. But now just for the grass, Antares will have the grass field. But then he's alone. But of course he will have all horses around him and Chase and Andorra will go next to him. So it's all fine. And soon in winter he will go with the others again. Then it's time for Andorra and Chase. Usually Bear was with them in the group, but because Bear needed to move a little bit more and Andorra and Chase could use also a lot of grass, that's why I put Bear with Macho and Antares, because they play a lot. Okay, it's always time for some kisses. And Chase wants some eye scratches, but maybe not this morning. But now since Chase and Andorra are together in the field, they kind of really bonded and they are very close together. So that's also really nice, because before Andorra was always worrying and taking care of Bear. Okay, this seemed like it had to go like that Andorra comes out of the stable herself. But usually she has to wait. But it looked good like this too. So I'm really happy that they can go out in the field all day here. So they go out in the morning and then they come in late at night. Making sure everything is closed. Especially for Macho, because he likes to escape. Okay, and that's always a nice moment for me when I know they all had their breakfast and they are in the field. So I think that's ready. And then I remembered that, of course, the electricity needs to be turned on. Especially for Macho. The next thing that needs to happen are the stables. Sometimes in the week we also have some help from a girl that really helps us to look after the animals also when we are gone. So that is really good. But now she also has school, so the other days we do it ourselves. And I actually kind of like doing it. I always used to do a lot of stables every day. And of course it's really easy if you don't have to do it, but I really don't mind. So we feed the hay in the hay bag, just in order so the hay doesn't go all through the stable. And we have kind of some wood pellets in the stable that we need to make wet, and in that way it gets really soft and it stays very dry. Usually the dogs are not allowed in the stable, but I also enjoyed their company. Okay, so then I actually go through the whole stable, so literally everything needs to be picked up and be shaked, because you can see the hay is kind of through the stable still, and there's some other things that need to come out as well, of course. I will show you only this stable because otherwise it gets a bit boring to show, but I do the same with all the stables. So after I fully cleaned it out, I will spread all the bedding. And then I will make sure it's kind of even. It's a very soft bedding and the horses really like it, and once I'm done with it, it's actually very clean. And what I do then is that I sweep all the outside that is close to the hay, I sweep it to the inside. It looks kind of like empty then, but it's not, because the horses won't ever lay in these corners anyways, and then when they spill some hay they can still eat it, because when it gets mixed up with the rest of the stable, the horses don't always want to eat it anymore. So in this way they don't spill the hay, they can still eat it, and it's also kind of good for their hooves, that they have a little bit of brick to stand on, and the places where they would lay down they have a lot of bedding. Okay, so then I will do all the other stables just the same way. So I go through all of them till I have all the dirty things out of it. And then it's time to sweep, and then I sweep the outside as well. And then everything is kind of clean, also for the dogs not to eat anything anymore that is laying around. It's always very nice and satisfying for your brain and for the eye when everything is finished. And actually it doesn't take me that long. I think everything maybe takes me only an hour. So this is our pile for the poo. Because we can't have it in the ground, of course, so we have this thing and it works quite well. Then I saw the hay is nearly finished, so I need to roll up a new hay bale to be able to give some more hay later. Okay, then it's time to fill the stables with clean bedding. So this is the thing I was talking about. It's kind of these wooden pellets. I've never used them before until I moved here, and I'm really happy with them. So you make them a little bit wet, so then in that way the pellets will break open and they will become really soft. And they are even able then, when the horse pees in the stable, to really take in the moist in order to keep the stable very dry. I know it sounds very strange, but it really works. And as you can see here, it's all growing and becoming very soft. And then it's ready to go into the stable. So as I told you, the stables look quite empty, but they are actually quite full, especially on the places where they will lay down. And it's just very clean. There's no poo or any wet spot in there anymore. It's just really clean. And the last thing I usually do is to put the hay in, because then everything is clean and everything is ready for the hay. So I fill this bag, and usually they do the whole night with it. So in this way it won't go through the whole stable, and they take a bit longer to finish it. And then I know exactly how much they get every day. And on Teresa, I have noticed that lately he has finished the bag of hay a bit quicker. So then I make sure he has some extra hay on the ground. So then the next morning he will always have some hay left, because I really want them to always have something to eat. So this is what the stable looks like. It is all clean and they all have something to eat and everything is ready. Then I want to check up on the horse, so I will cuddle with them or play a little bit with them and just have some time together. I wanted to see if Andres felt like playing, and he kind of did in a way. And it's just really nice in this way to like bond with your horse and just have some contact and check up on them. Some cuddles with Annie, and then of course Chase can't wait to also get some. So sweet. Okay, and the two little ones, they're already waiting for it. Look at his ears. So cute. Hey, beetje. Much. I also really like that they will never run away when I come. They just like to hang around and get some attention. Oh, and I also always check if the water is working, because sometimes if you don't check that and it doesn't work, then they just don't have water for a full day, and that is of course not okay. Andres was looking for more attention. Tables are very clean and everything outside the stables is clean. And then I like to close the stable doors, but that is more for my own eye, that when I walk past that it looks quite nice. Oh, there was some hay that I spilled. And I wonder, do you think the stables are still kind of clean after my cleanup, that you could also see in one of my last videos? I think it definitely made a difference. So then you see them chilling in the field. Everything outside is ready and done. So this was then the end of the morning routine when it comes to the horses and the stables, and I really hope that you enjoyed spending it with me.